Hello and welcome. You are not missing anything. Yes, I am back. I am doing videos and not just streams. This video, we're going to take a look at the USS Archer model from Fanhome. I've had this model for a few weeks, and it's the first chance I've had to actually get around to recording the video. So, I have skipped the Dauntless 2 because that ship held zero interest for me. I have also just received the Voyager A, and again, likewise, no interest in that ship at all, so both of them have been put up for sale. But let's get on to the Archer. So, this is the Archer from Strange New Worlds. Single in the cell. Starship. So it's got quite a bit of information in it. So this is a Graal class ship, according to the literature. It does look quite nice. I think we've seen it briefly on screen in one or two episodes of Strange New Worlds. Some of the concept art for it as well. Some of the concepts look quite nice as well, to be honest. So, then the final rendering of it. Hopefully we get this in Star Trek Online at some point. That would be nice. So that's the magazine out of the way, and onto the important thing is, of course, the unboxing. So, do the usual, get the stand up first off. If I've got this in the right way around, that is, I think I have. And let's get the model out. And then we'll get rid of the box out of the way and have a look at the model itself. So from the top down, it looks a bit unusual, obviously, just having that one nacelle. So the saucer is solid, it's metal. It's got nice detail there with the name and registry number. A couple of nice bits of detail. Well, it's very subtle, so not raised or very deep grooves to give the whole appearance there. The nacelle itself, though, very plasticky. Doesn't feel, like it would hold up to being dropped. Certainly. We can have a look at the deflector array there. So that's a nice coloured bit of plastic with the little gold, probably antenna sticking at the front of it there. Nice bit of detail. We've got the two guns on the underside. Nice colouring there on the neck. And say we see the neck here, so it's split, so it's just a pylon for the nacelle itself. It's not actually a bit of a hull or a neck as we see on other ships from the series. My usual complaint about the Fanhome models is the impulse engines are just painted on instead of having a nice bit of translucent plastic there. So again, not a big fan of that. I prefer the ones we've seen in the past with the Eagle Moss ones where they've actually been, a separate piece inserted. It would have been the same there for the end of the nacelle. Again, if that had just been a bit of great plastic over a translucent underlayer or something, that would have been quite nice. Then underside, again, just the registry number. Quite a nice bit of detail on it as well, with the radiant lines, with the different shading there. Side in the nacelle, so we've got the registry number and the TOS style chevron on it. A wee bit closer for you to see. So, all in all, it is a nice model. It's a nice looking ship as well. Again, a bit unusual just having that single in a cell without a neck or another bit of hull, but yeah, each ship has a purpose in the TV series. So yeah, it's one that will definitely be going on the shelf. And as for it sitting nice and securely there in its stand, well, so not too bad a size. I'll go and get one of the other ships and do a comparison. So I'll put it side by side with the Excelsior 2. So obviously scale's quite a bit different. Yeah, the Excelsior 2 would have been a lot larger than the Archer. But for the model perspective, so we've got the bigger saucer there on this one compared to the Excelsior 2. The Excelsior 2 just a tad bit longer. So all in all, it's another decent quality ship. As I say, they always try to keep their costs down. I would prefer if we had, a metal nacelle on this one, because that plastic one and its pylon are just screaming that they'll get broke the first time this drops. The detail for the engines, well, the impulse engines especially, I do feel that they should be a bit of translucent plastic, coloured accordingly. Same for the end of the nacelle on these Strange New World ships. But as at the very least, they've done the deflector array, very, very nicely. There, well, I say it's the deflector, but it's technically the Bassard collector, with that being the end of the nacelle. So, or it's a combination of the two. But yes, so not a bad one. Certainly not the best one that they've done. I'd say that's probably the XL Enterprise F was probably the best one that I've seen so far of the collection. I do wish, just on a bit of feedback for Fanhome, if they do tend to watch these, is to give the subscribers the chance of skipping models. I've got no interest in anything from Lower Decks or Prodigy or even Discovery to a certain extent, but unfortunately I still have to buy those particular models as part of the subscription, and then I end up just selling them on eBay, and folk get the ships. I get money back, sometimes more, sometimes less. But if Fanhome had the option to skip issues, then I'd say I'll be a lot happier, save buying stuff that I'm not interested in. And also they'd probably make a bit more money as well, because then they'd have another model they could sell directly to fans that are interested in them. But just a short review. These videos don't tend to be that long, because there's only so much you can say that the ship's metal, the ship's plastic. It's got nice detail here, nice detail there. But yes, so that's one more video off my list of ones to do. So hopefully you've enjoyed it, hopefully you found it useful. As I say, the ship itself looks nice enough, but it's nice when it stands securely. I'm just concerned if it's ever dropped, it'll just snap. Yes, so until the next model that I'm interested in, I don't know what's coming after the Voyager A, because unfortunately Fanhome don't actually tell you until you've paid for it and it's on its way to you. So if the next one's one that I like or want, then we'll get another video. Failing that we continue doing my usual Star Trek Online videos, which I do need to get caught up on. So thanks for watching, and catch you all on the next time.